Welcome to the second Waifu Wars bonus episode. It was animated by me, so don't forget to cringe. Anyways, let's show you our fighters are. That's right. Gru from Despicable main versus Robbie Rotten from LazyTown. And Gru has a new ability from Despicable Me 3, so be careful for spoilers. So, let's meet our fighters. Don't you think of those characters who not only were from bad to good but have a resemblance to those characters that are like the ones who easily demolish Goku in one punch? Well, I do. Gru was a villain who adopted 3 girls, Margot, Edith, and Agnes. Soon Gru stopped his life of villainy and changed his life. Gru is a force to be reckoned with. He has many weapons and impressive stats. He is strong enough to one-shot a shark, fast enough to keep up with Balthazar Brat who can dodge gunshots and dodge missiles. The average missiles have the speed of 15,000 miles per hour, which means Gru's reaction time at the minimum is about 20 times the speed of sound, or hypersonic plus. He's also very experienced, stealing the Moon and Queen Elizabeth's crown as a kid. And this man is very durable. He can survive a building-sized freefall and a city block-level explosion. Now let's talk about his weapons. He has his freeze ray, which can freeze objects or people. His fireball gun, powerful enough to destroy carnival games. His laser pistol, which can cut through walls. His heist suit is also useful. He has 3 known abilities. He can stick and climb up walls, hover up in the air, and become invisible, in which not even highly advanced security cameras can notice him. He has a lot of intelligence, knowing a lot of being a spy, a master of heists, and yeah. Though he is imperfect, he is very clumsy and is heavily reliant on his minions. He mostly gets the job done with his minions. Overall, Gru is a powerful character. He has many weapons and impressive stats and feats, but he has 2 known weaknesses. From one evil mastermind to another, let's discuss Robbie Rotten. Before Sportacus lived in LazyTown, LazyTown wasn't really anything special. Robbie ruled all of that town, and they would eat junk food and unhealthy food. That ended once Sportacus, a sport addict, and her young sidekick with a horrible choice of hair color came to LazyTown. They all showed the residents of LazyTown the true meaning of sports and staying healthy. They replaced ice cream with vegetables. Gosh, I hate this guy. And now it's up to Robbie Rotten to make LazyTown what it was originally was. In terms of strength, Robbie can lift a steel cage. If we lowball this and assume that this was the same weight as an average car, this means that Robbie Rotten can lift at least 4,000 pounds, or 2 tons. Robbie is also fast, as he can run from one city block to another in less than 3 seconds. This means that Robbie Rotten can run at 707 mph, which are speeds those of supersonic. He has high intellect. It's self-explanatory. In terms of durability, it's high. He survived a trip to the moon. The distance from the distance to the moon is 384,400 kilometers, and Robbie having the weight of 147 pounds, and this feat was for 5 seconds. This should mean that Robbie Rotten can withstand 38 megatons of force, which is city-level durability. He has many different weapons, such as his Littleizer 3000, which can turn people younger. His Memory Zapper 3000 can make people forget things. He is a master of disguise, can teleport, can break the 4th wall, and more. His only flaws are his lack of stamina and that his arsenal are used for pranks rather than killing. Overall, Robbie Rotten is number 1 for a reason. He has impressive stats and impressive abilities, but he has weaknesses. Yikes, that was brutal. And our winner is Robbie Rotten. Before we get into the post-analysis, I'd like to credit Huntsman Draconia for the Robbie Rotten sprite sheet. They look really good, and make sure to watch his Hulk vs. Kid Buu Death by Melee fight. You won't be disappointed. Anyways, let's now discuss why Robbie Rotten would beat Gru, and this is no stomp. And you need to research both characters well in order to figure out the winner. But I believe Robbie wins, and here is why. Simply put, while Gru has the edge in arsenal, range, experience, stamina, and reaction speed, that's all he has. In terms of strength, Robbie Rotten takes it. He has lifted a large cage bigger than him, which is lowballed to be 2 tons. Gru can't even come close to that. And Robbie has the edge in power as well. Robbie is city level feats while Gru is city block level. Also, a huge edge that Robbie has is durability. Gru's durability is from building to city block level, as he can survive an explosion that's as big as a city block and survive a building-sized freefall. While Robbie survived being launched to the moon, which requires 38 megatons of force. That's something Gru can't get past, but some strength Gru lacks. Don't get me wrong, Gru is strong, but he doesn't have the right strength to hurt Robbie, let alone kill him. Also, Robbie is smarter, as he is able to trick intelligent beings like Sportacus. And while their weapons are powerful, Robbie's are more dangerous. Don't get me wrong, both of their weapons are powerful, but Robbie's arsenal is more dangerous, as his are able to reverse people younger, or wipe their memory. Once Robbie Rotten wipes out Gru's memory, Gru wouldn't know how to strategize his way out of outsmarting Robbie. Also, yes, Gru's weapons, such as his fireball gun, laser pistol, his freeze ray are powerful, especially his freeze ray, but the problem is that his freeze ray's ice can be easily broken if Robbie Rotten would fall down, and none of his weapons have the force of 38 megatons. And let's talk about Gru's shrink ray and his heist suit. Gru's shrink ray can shrink objects, but it can regrow soon, and it wouldn't matter since Gru would be lucky to hit Robbie with that. And while Gru's heist suit can give him an extra boost in stealth, but Robbie is still stealthier, as he was able to dress up as Sportacus or an old woman with no one even knowing, and was able to make 2 people with just 1 person. I don't even know, it's complicated. And Gru has never shown any stealth feats as good as that. All in all, Gru does have some edges over Robbie. It doesn't help since Robbie has everything else over Gru. Our winner is Robbie Rotten. If you want to see an evil mastermind free-for-all, with the likes of Gru, Robbie Rotten, Megamind, Dr. Eggman, Dr. Wily, Dr. Neo Cortex, the Joker, and more, like this video. I will do it once I hit 30 likes. And prepare for the next bonus battle.
I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace.